unknown sides when you're given 2 of the 3 sides, then you can just use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Well, what happens if you don't know 2 of the sides and you only know 1 of the sides, and maybe you know 1 of the angles? So you use trigonometry to solve for unknown sides of a triangle when only given a side length and an angle measure. Okay? So, trigonometry. Tri is for 3 triangles. Metry is for measurements. Okay? So, trigonometry is doing measurements inside of triangles. So, when we're talking about triangles, I'm going to be using the word reference angle. And if I make this lower left angle down here my reference angle, then your hypotenuse will always, 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 always be the side opposite the right angle, right? And now instead of thinking of the words long and short, I'm going to be thinking of the side that is opposite of the reference angle, and the side right next to it I'm going to think of as the adjacent leg. Then you just pop it up here. So we've got opposite leg, adjacent leg, hypotenuse. If I change that reference angle to the one up top, so now my reference angle is up there, did my hypotenuse change? No, your hypotenuse is still a hypotenuse, right? It's always opposite the right angle. But now, if I go opposite of my reference angle, that puts my opposite leg down here at the bottom, and it now changed my adjacent leg to be next to it. Okay? So, what we get when we think about it this way is we get different types of trig ratios. So if you think back to 7.3, what you guys did on that quiz, you set up similar right triangles. And what do we do with similarity? We set up ratios of the sides. Well, the same thing happens for any type of triangle. So we've got trig functions, 3 of them. The first one is called the tangent ratio. And your tangent ratio is taking your opposite leg and dividing it by your adjacent leg. Okay, I think this is already here. So the length of the opposite leg of A would be whatever BC is. So if A is my reference angle, and I go opposite of it, that takes me to side BC. My adjacent leg to A would be side AC. So if I was doing the tangent ratio of A, I would do whatever this length is, divide it by whatever this length is. Opposite over adjacent. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So your opposite leg over your hypotenuse. So if I needed to find the sine of A, where again, A is my reference angle, the side opposite of A is still BC, and my hypotenuse is side BA. Okay. And then the last trig function we have is cosine, which is abbreviated COS. So your cosine of an angle is adjacent over hypotenuse. So if we were doing the cosine of A, where again A is my reference angle, the adjacent leg to A is AC, and my hypotenuse is BA. Okay, so skip that big blank in the back, we'll do that tomorrow. So let's get to this example here. This is what you're going to have to do for your homework. So So for your homework, what's going to happen is you're going to have to just make a whole bunch of fractions using the ratios that we just talked about. So I'm finding all 6 trig ratios. First, I'm going to make my reference angle A. So I'm going to circle that. We just said that sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So I'm going to put O over H. Which side is the opposite of that right triangle? Which side's the hypotenuse? 25. So that goes in my denominator, where the H is. So now I've got 2 legs, 7 or 24. Which one is opposite of angle A? 7. So my ratio is 7/25. That's all you need to do. Cosine, we said, was what over what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. So what's going to be in my denominator again? 25. What's the adjacent leg? 7 or 24? 24. So my fraction is 24 over 25. Tangent is O over A, opposite over adjacent. So what was the opposite leg? 7 over the adjacent leg, which was 24. So the only thing that's going to change over here is, instead of making my reference angle A, I'm going to change it to B. So now when I do the sine of B and do opposite over hypotenuse, does my hypotenuse change? Nope. So my denominator still stays 25, but now which leg is opposite of B? 24 over 25. Cosine is A over H. So what's the adjacent leg to B? 7 over 25. And then O over A would be what? 24 over 7. Good. Okay, so we'll stop.